And we are live at 5:05 from the Piranha Pond. What's up, everybody out there in digital land? Welcome to the Piranha Pond StreamCast, live at 5/7 Central. I am your host, Kingfish Mac, joined, as usual, by the piranhas in the goddamn pond. To left me, the best of me, my little bro, Mr. Frankly None Flyer. What's up with you, baby boy?
What up, world? I hope you all are having wonderful evenings.
I heard that. Down below, you know my little bro, Mr. Nick Nass in the building. What's up, Nick?
Ain't nothing much, man. Got the binoculars in my hand, watching out for the sucker shit. Woo! No.
Yeah.
And then you guys know who brings the brightness and the bling bling, all the beauty to the pie, my beautiful cousin, Miss Nick Mo. What's up, Shell?
What's up, people? Wow. Hey, baby. How y'all doing?
All right.
Shit. It's good to all be one place at one time, the whole pond. It's good to see you guys all. So, life has been unfolding for you guys as you best would wish it to.
Right.
We're gonna get to a little lighter segment of the pine today. We haven't had one of those real fun, lighthearted segments in a while. Figure while we all here, we all got some decent Wi-Fi. We can have a little bit of fun. So I figured we would play What Would You Do If?
If.
You want to play a game?
Right. So, you know,
Always.
game, if we want to call it a game, I mean, it's just a pond. So what I'll do is I'll present a scenario and we all can go through, talk about how we would respond. That cool, y'all?
Get it in?
Yeah.
Yep. I promise I won't TED talk it.
This nigga stupid.
Promise you will.
At
Promise
least we
you
know,
will.
at least we know we ain't got to worry about no suckers, because Nick on sucker watch. You know what I'm saying?
The repellent
Sucker
is
watch
best.
2022. Nigga.
Don't overthink it, overtalk it. Just say you will.
So, real simple. What would you do? We'll let Shell take this one last. What would you do if you could change one law in the United States? Just one law. Wake up tomorrow, that law has changed. Frank, holler at me.
Right. I would change. Damn, one law? It's a lot of laws, bro.
That's one, bro.
The mandatory minimum sentence law, California, or the three strikes law. I changed that law.
What would you change it to? Because you know it got changed in
I would change it
2014.
to. I would change it to. I would put more emphasis on the serious crimes. Like it would be a medium. Right now, it's just little and a lot. It would be a medium. Especially with the addicts of any kind, they would get medical help. They wouldn't get jail time. They would literally get medical help. All that other shit, repeat offense shit, all that shit, you would get judged for each crime as each crime stand. Can't get no double fucking time for crimes you already committed, a time you've already did, no add-ons, none of that fuck shit. Just give a motherfucker the time worth that the crime is worth, and let a nigga do that. Get out the way. That's what I'm saying. Not to say we shouldn't have laws like that in terms of, niggas do bad shit, niggas, got to do that, but they shouldn't have to do time for time they already did. That's the stupidest shit in the world. It's that type of shit.
But I thought that was different already. I thought that already existed. Or you just talking about like a different circumstance of double jeopardy?
Different circumstances, because now when you get arrested, they give you time for crimes that you did already. They double up and add charge, 2 or 3 years for that, 5 years for this. Like, yeah. They just throw
so what you're saying is you would just remove enhancements.
Remove enhancements, right? And the strikes.
No career criminal.
Hell nah. Motherfuckers do change, bro. And those who don't change, y'all need the money anyway. So stop fucking with it. It's not about keeping them in there forever. It's the rotating door is the key. You know what I'm saying? And they forgot that part. Give motherfuckers a chance to get out and be better. Don't just lock niggas up forever. Just be locking niggas up forever. That's great. But yeah, that's my law. I'll take away enhancements and do away with the strike shit altogether.
Hey, she won't get no argument from me on that, bro. I mean, I could play devil's advocate and argue the other side for purposes of debate, but it wouldn't, my heart wouldn't really be in it.
Right, hey, no, fuck all that. Fuck that.
The only argument would be that obviously the legislature, who is supposedly representative of the people, the state of California, at one time they voted, especially for the 3 strike shit, they voted for it in a time when, they was being kind of moved by, these stories about super predators and all this shit in California, right? High recidivism rates, this, that, and the third. And political move was just get rid of all of them. What they found out 20 years into it was that, number one, you was locking up motherfuckers who ordinarily would not be a candidate for a life sentence, right?
Right.
Because the way that the law was written at the time, I faced this and I fucking went to trial and had some crazy shit happen, but I beat the life sentence and still got found guilty of the crime. But the way that they had it structured at the time was, if you had 2 serious or violent felonies, and then they had those listed under 2 different codes, 2 different sections of the California Penal Code. If you had 2 prior serious or violent felonies, and then you committed another felony, any felony, right? Then the 3 strikes would count. But you're not really getting 3 strikes, right? Really getting 2 strikes, and right. Then just another, because you had to do like the pizza dude stole the fucking slice of pizza, from somebody's table or something at the outside fucking pizzeria, gave his ass a life sentence. You had the Mexican dude who went and took the driver's test for his cousin who was a Pisa, signed under penalty of perjury that he was the dude, had 2 strikes, they gave his ass a life sentence, and shit like that. So, and then not only that, with all the enhancements that came along with the anti-terrorism bill and shit, right? Because California had its
Homeland Security Act.
Not that's federal. California had its own version of the anti-terrorism bill, which is where you get the threats over the telephone is a terrorist threat.
Oh,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of shit, right? And all that shit was kind of wrapped up in the three strikes laws, right? The 1172.5 and 1172.7 and 667.5, right? 1192.7, 667.5. Both of those 2 kind of outline, all the shit that came with that anti-crime bill, the California version. But what we found out 20 years later was you locking up a whole bunch of motherfuckers for longer periods of time. You're having to privatize the prisons. California prisons went from 13 prisons to 33 prisons, right? Just in that time span since that crime bill came out to today, right? And So you started having people making moves, especially on the federal level, when they were reversing the crack versus powder laws and all that kind of shit, giving the people a whole lot of pardons and shit from these life sentences. In Detroit, you had the 650 life fucking statute. If you get caught with 650 grams of any kind of cocaine, automatic life sentence, mandatory. 650 grams ain't even a fucking kilo.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? It's a little over a pound. It's like fucking 18 ounces or some shit. Anyway, all of these things kind of led to them changing the laws, right? So the three strikes law is not what it used to be. Third strike has to be serious or violent felony. They got to prove the 2 strikes prior to that. You know what I'm saying? In open court. So you know what I'm saying? They have done things to that a regular taxpayer would say, well, shit, we corrected the errors, but if you out here still committing 2 and 3 of the same kind of crimes, then your ass need to be locked up. You out here fucking
Right.
upping your gun on motherfuckers multiple times. You go do 5 years, get out, do that shit
You ain't
again.
learned the lesson. Yeah.
Right. That's
ain't
just
learned
the
the
way that, you know what I'm saying? They ain't us. I
Right.
mean, shit, it took me a minute to get there. I had 5 fucking trips
Right.
before I said enough is enough. Right.
It only took me too.
Okay, I'll be good.
Now,
But-
Thank you, Kamala Harris.
Crazy with them to say.
Thank you, Kamala Harris. She had a hand in that.
They hit a nigga crazy with that second one. That was a haymaker. That was that knock nigga on his ass, count out type of shit. I got up after 8 and was still woozy. They're trying to count a nigga out.
Nick Nass, change the law.
First and foremost, I would change on entry to change public policy. Take it away from the ultra wealthy and stuff, and let us get entryway into changing a whole lot of laws and things that actually works in this system. 2, where what you call the common folks or the common laws will actually everybody have to speak on it to change, political statutes, judicial systems, and stuff like that. Not super PACs.
So we having town meeting trials at the city hall. That's what you're saying?
Burn them at
There
the
we
stake.
go.
Burn them at the stake, right?
First come, first served. That's all we need.
need.
You can't watch outside the courtroom or nothing. If you get here early enough, you can be a part of the trial. I mean,
Right.
might work a little bit. Let the people
Cold
judge
jury system. First come, first serve.
Yeah, let the people serve the people. Let the people judge the people.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, they say a group of your peers, and I don't recognize nobody in that box. Now I'm in the box.
Yeah,
You know
all
what
my
I'm
peers is over there. Wish they could vote.
Yeah, so it was going back in the days where it's like, we thought we had the right to change public policy, but it's absolutely not so. So all the petitions and signing these things, when it comes down to at the end of the day, we feel like we still don't have a voice anyways, voting and stuff like that. So yeah, that's one of the things I would see that could help change people's mentality about how we actually getting treated and, straighten up a whole lot of stuff, along with police agencies, government officials, senators, so forth and so on, that like Frank said, with that book. And that reminded me of it, for the people, by the people.
Yeah, my car.
Boom.
I gotta go get it. It's in my car.
There we go.
Shell.
Make this real easy. Might catch a lot of flack for it. But this our goddamn show, damn it. So you can just mosey on over to the next fucking podcast. Open fucking containers.
Huh.
Yeah, and I get this why, because I'm tired of hiding my shit. I'm not gonna totally be that person who just can't be accounted for. If I get stopped and if it appears I'm intoxicated and it asks me to blow, then I can't fucking fight that. I get that. I get a cause of effect, but I'm tired of hiding my shit. So, till I'm fucking driving drunk. I want to be able to drink my shit while I'm driving. And don't get me wrong. I say this to the more mature adults who could drink and drive. I'm not out there causing no fucking accidents, killing 6 people, and I'm not saying, because you know when I say that, you need to know when to say fucking when, and you need to have a good fucking support system to be like, bitch, give me the keys. I'm not saying it without not trying to accept no fucking accountability. Yeah, that would make me be like, okay, instead of doing this whole 6-pack of fucking Red Stripe, a bottle of fucking tequila, at somebody else's house, it may be, I'll drink a couple of beers and think about how the fuck I'm gonna get home. Or if you're getting that fucking totally smashed, then you're gonna stay where the fuck you at.
Exactly.
Until you feel like you rest it off, sleep it off, nod it off, until you get your ass home safely. And I say safely without harming somebody else and yourself too. But I'm tired of hiding my shit, so open the same.
I figure that you was taught to drink and drive reasonably and respectfully, since you come from New Orleans, Louisiana, which is basically
for a long time. My family last name was Plain.
Home of the drive-through daiquiri shop.
Drive-through daiquiri. Hey, nobody did nothing wrong.
Only place that a motherfucker can show up and get a heavily laden alcoholic beverage in a styrofoam cup with a straw in that bitch. Like,
it's understood not supposed to put the fucking straw in it, but who the fuck doing that?
Yeah, man, I mean,
and even in Texas now, you can buy it, but they steal a bitch up.
Like ain't nobody gonna open that bitch up.
So no, I don't want to hide my shit. I want to be able to have my styrofoam come drink my daiquiri after life.
You look at the
not try to pull my shit down real bad. You ain't got to have 50 other cups.
That's called accidents.
Well, I
don't know. I mean, motherfuckers was doing that shit back in the day. Accidents was caused. I mean, I don't know, bro.
Because you try to hide stuff. But she's absolutely right.
Guy, but I'm all for everybody doing what they do.
And I said, I'm not saying that, I should bear any responsibility. And if I did get stopped and I did participate in a breathalyzer, if the bitch came back negative, then bitch, you let me fucking go on by my business.
I'm gonna say this though, right quick. If they do change the open container law, I'm buying a helicopter.
They
not for y'all, and I'm not for my responsible people. But I'm blind and landing on shit.
It's so many reasons why they wouldn't, but I'm just saying, if I had the right to have a law changed for me, that would be it.
It'll take the nervous driving out the way. It'll get the nervous driving out the way because somebody get behind you, try to fumble it, put it under the seat, whatever. It's like, put it in the cup container, and there we go.
I'm gonna hit somebody else trying to fucking
tuck it. Go ahead, Matt.
I come from a long line of professional alcoholics, so while I don't advocate driving drunk, I'm a very big fan of drinking while driving.
And that's all I'm saying.
Not allegedly. Facts.
If I had to change one law, it would be to just be totally selfish about it. It would be that for felons, when you go do your time, you did your time. Period. Right? No parole, and there's no civilians. No civilians being allowed. I would make it illegal for you to ask a person about whether they had any felonies in the past or if your ass is out here applying for a job, applying for a house, applying for a loan, and you here in person, then we need to assume that you're supposed to be here. And whatever the fuck you did before you got here don't got fuck to do with nothing as long as you qualify all the way around in every other aspect. So I would make it illegal for a motherfucker to even ask you about your criminal history if you appearing in person. on any level. The only time that they could bring your criminal shit up is at sentencing if you got convicted of a new crime, not during the trial.
Right.
Can't tell the jury a motherfucking thing. Well, you can't do that anyway, right? Unless I take the stand, you can use that shit to impeach my testimony. But even that, you couldn't do that. The judge can look at your criminal history when sentencing.
Period.
But so it wouldn't be disclosed to anybody else, but the judge would be privileged to it.
Just the judge.
Just the judge.
Public policy.
And
Change the world.
All right.
And we got to get an honorable mention.
How you gonna change the game, man?
No.
You know what? You give us. So obviously you got an honorable mention. So you go ahead and give us yours.
Yeah, do your shit.
One wouldn't hurt it. You go ahead and give us yours.
Get rid of the scam ass child support.
Great honorable mention.
Yeah, you don't need to fucking pay. Don't even do it. Too many kids walking around here. No.
Great honorable mention, my nigga.
You made them. You take it.
They could damn sure be refined. They could damn sure be
Since the
refined.
Lord say we gotta ask you to fucking get rid of it now, nigga, you double paying.
I don't have it. I have probably paying for mine. So
And look, arrears and fake ass interest.
that should damn sure be fixed though. I mean,
I'm still waiting for my motherfucking child support check. I'm so motherfucking mad at the fucking district attorney. Keep sending me these papers, asking me where's this bitch at. I gotta lie to him and shit because I don't want this bitch. Like, come on, man. I don't know where this bitch is. She live out of state. What state? Fuck if I know. Alaska. Shit. I don't know. What the
Your
fuck?
job is to go get the goddamn
You're supposed to be there to find them with the social if they work.
Right.
So why you
not using
Because the system is designed for women to cooperate with the district attorney and putting men on child support. They wasn't expecting a nigga like me to show up.
Or my uncle.
There you go.
Right?
There you go.
They wouldn't expect you to be doing. They wouldn't expect you to be more life parent than the fucking mom.
All those single fathers, nigga. How about that?
Right.
Yeah. Look, the mama don't stay in the state or receive any kind of benefits. Why?
They be sending me that motherfucking envelope, man. I be sending that motherfucker back. I don't even open that bitch. I be like, man, I just feel like I'm telling on the bitch or something, right?
That's
like I'm snitching or something. Like, what the fuck, man? I don't cooperate with law enforcement. What the fuck are y'all keep sending me these fucking papers?
Money, but can you do your job in tracker?
Right, you got all these investigators and shit. Go investigate, nigga.
Funny shit is they don't give me.
Look,
man, them motherfuckers wasn't giving me a quarter, right? Like I was signed up for fucking medical. For medical, and these motherfuckers are still sending me this shit talking about, oh yeah, we need to track down the mother to get reimbursed for the medical. Look, man, I don't know where the bitch is, man. Maybe she under arrest somewhere. Do an NCIC. I don't know. The fuck you mean?
Right.
That was a good. That was a good out of permission.
And the killing part about it is, I mean, you know, like I said, if you ain't gonna track it one way, you can at least track it through the taxes. Because I don't know one mother or any parent that's gonna have the kid and not get their EIC money on the taxes.
The last letter I got from them motherfuckers, this is from the district attorney's office. This ain't from no fucking county, no fucking Medi-Cal, none of that shit. This is from the district attorney child support division, right? And these motherfuckers sent me a letter, and the letter literally said, basically, hey, we've been trying to get you to cooperate on locating the whereabouts of the mother, whoop, whoop, so we can get reimbursement, whoop, whoop. Is there a reason why you are not cooperating? Please let us know, or we may be forced to discontinue your case. I'm like, bitch, it's the federal government giving me Medi-Cal. You can suck my ass, Mr. District Attorney of the county or whoever the fuck you, right? And guess what? I'm going to get my motherfucking pain pills next month. You bitches on Medi-Cal. Fuck y'all. Threatening me and shit about a bitch I don't give a fuck about anyway.
This is why.
Good honorable mention, y'all. Change that law.
Let that shit have been the other way, man. And this is not on no woman shit. This is on some her shit.
Wow.
She would have had the whole IRS, the feds,
Wow.
nigga, child support
Can y'all
services.
get creative like everybody else get fucking creative?
This bitch would have been telling him about shit I did 10 years ago. Oh yeah, and he got a tax business, but it's really he sell weed. I'm like, bitch, I ain't sold no weed in 8 years. What the fuck are you talking about?
Have motherfuckers all on your page.
Have motherfuckers all looking into my finances and some more shit. Talking about he make way more money than y'all give me, so I don't know why y'all just
Dirty game.
fuck out of here, man.
He make it way
That's
more
why
money
I take
than
your license away.
God.
Take your license away and say if you're a felon and how you gonna get to work.
Nigga, that type of shit make my heart skip a beat. Nigga, that's first.
All right, question number 2. It's an easy one. What would you do if you didn't have to work for a living anymore? And what would that look like for you? Nick Nass.
I'm traveling.
That's what it is. Huh?
It ain't your
I'm
turn. It ain't your turn.
He was thinking real hard, and that was real
It
easy
still
for me.
ain't your
I'm
time.
traveling. I'm traveling.
So repeat that one more
That's what I'm
time, because
doing.
that one shocked me. If I didn't have to never work again in my life,
If you didn't have to work for a living no more in your life,
The
what would you
easiest
do and what would that look like?
it would look like that I would learn how to live life, not being in the work world. So
That nigga just asked the question, like, what the fuck was that?
Oh, why? What do you mean, oh, why, Sage?
Better than you wouldn't go overthink it and you wouldn't go naked. And look what the fuck you did. You nicked it.
So that was a nick. That
That
was a nick answer. So the thing is,
I'm gonna
it's,
learn how to live.
Oh, what I would do is get used to not having a job. What?
exactly. You know what I'm saying? But the hustle in me, so I don't even know what it is.
Before I put on an answer mine, I already knew what I was gonna say. It was real easy for me.
So the thing is that I would actually still hustle. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't look no different because my life is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So whatever makeup it is, and how I was maintaining myself, it always shall be. The job to never
You would
define
choose
who I
to
was.
work for the rest of your life.
No, I'm saying working in life, working on my life. That's the
No,
first.
nigga, you talking about
does
you
that
don't
look,
have to
though?
go
What does
out
that mean?
and earn a Okay, here, let me simplify it for you, Nick. Boom. You go buy a $2 motherfucking lottery ticket. You win $100 million, right? Instead of taking a lump sum, you choose to take $50,000 a week for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't do the annuity.
You don't got to do shit. It's just $50,000 you got to find a way to spend it if you just want to be broke, right? But I'm saying, nigga, it's $50,000 a week. It just boom shows up, direct deposit, swipe your card, nigga. You do not have to do anything. Matter of fact, most of what you would do that you qualify for physically and mentally and educationally is not going to earn you $50,000 a week. You are going to be wasting it'll be the equivalent of your wife having a motherfucking $100 million fucking business and you got a fucking boutique, nigga. It don't make no fucking difference. You just doing something just to be doing something, nigga.
Yeah, so I will be doing exactly what I'm doing right now. Right there.
You don't know what the fuck it is, nigga. Tell people.
I am sitting back, looking at the world through binoculars, enjoying y'all company on the podcast because I'm in that life right now. I can't work every day in my life.
So that $50,000 a week will buy your ass some better Wi-Fi, huh?
Exactly.
Good shit. The best Wi-Fi money can buy, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Matter of fact, this took me like 6 Wi-Fi towers right here.
From a different location every episode.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm in a different location every episode. I'm over here looking at the water right now. Look, I'm in a different location every episode.
And he's sucker hunting.
There we go. So there we go right there. So that's what my life is in a nutshell anyway. You know what I'm saying? This would be real transparent. You know what I'm saying? Because I am disabled. And so, yeah, so this is my life is. So all of that, it'll just be sharing it with my family and friends, man. We'll all chop that up, be barbecuing and drinking. Open container, as Shell said, on a 30-acre property, and we don't have to go nowhere. Guest houses for everybody.
Yeah, in the house on your property.
ATVs
Exactly.
to that.
And you got a racetrack.
Yeah, you have to take the lump sum for that. You ain't doing all that on $50K a week.
You just gotta do it like pieces.
Your bill's gonna be outlandish, nigga. You ain't gonna have just $50K to just
So you
go
know
drop
what?
on.
So this
But this nigga line of credit is gonna go all day. You got
I got out the last minute and a half of what he said was that he'd buy a shitload of property and move us all on the range. That's what I got. So that's what you would do. You'd buy some property and have everybody, all your family. I ain't gonna ask you disposal for a lack of a better phrase, but we all be there. You know, like you said,
The whole New Orleans, everybody be on a family.
So you would invest in some property. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Well, that's something besides I'm doing what I'm doing now.
right. Let me
No fly.
Property coming soon.
It's her turn.
That's something.
She still didn't say what it looked like. I'm last. You go after her. You gonna talk.
Go ahead, Shell.
I did mine. Remember, I went first. Frank.
Yeah, but what does that look like though? You would travel the world. How would you get there? Your private
So,
plane?
basically, what I said: travel the world. You know.
I mean, you gonna have your own plane, your own pilot.
Doing the pie from a different location every time. Living abroad. See what people with money would do, and who ain't got to worry about more money.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you a friend?
I would I would fish and play golf. Fucking
and poker, nigga.
Yeah, and play poker. Like I would do all my recreational shit that because those three things, they all require me using my brain, and my body. So I'm staying active, staying fucking social. I ain't in the fucking cubby hole some motherfucking where, or top of the fucking mountain or top of the fucking hill looking down on, not mountains like you, but the top of the mountain like nigga, fucking Los Angeles looking down on the fucking rest of the city in some gilded motherfucking prison. I ain't with that shit, right? Mm-hmm. What I would do is I would buy me a house in my neighborhood. I've actually thought about this shit too, right? I would buy a house, in where me and Nick grew up. So you got all the apartments on one side of the school, right? The bottoms. Mm-hmm. And then on the other side of the schools, you got all single family houses, but they doubled or tripled. So every property got a back house, right? Or 3 houses on the lot, or a little fucking 2 apartment buildings over the garage or some shit like that, right? They all on a big ass piece of property, like, half an acre or some shit like that. So I would buy one of those fucking pieces of property right in my neighborhood, right in them hundreds, without the back house, and then just build on the front house. I'd build a back house, big as a motherfucker, but 1 story, connected to the front house, and just chill. I just do my fucking life, grow weed, fucking play poker, do the podcast. I wouldn't even be tripping about traveling. I don't really want to go nowhere but to fucking New Orleans. Everywhere I go, I'm by my motherfucking self, right? I'm just looking at shit, fucking taking pictures, feeling lonely.
Like, we all got to go. We can all go. You know what I'm saying? We go drag.
Yeah, I mean, if we was, doing travel trips and shit like that, but as far as like how Shell is talking about, like I'm filming every week from a different exotic location and shit.
Never stay still.
Fuck that.
I'm going right to New Roads. Like
I don't want to see shit. Everything that I want to see, I could just see that shit on YouTube.
Right. Yeah. Or from wherever the fuck you at on the podcast.
Right.
Yeah, funny.
Oh, look. I ain't gonna.
And then
it was,
at 50K a week, I just retire my sis. I retire my little sis and shit. I make her quit.
yeah.
And
Look,
just
'cause
take over
I
her
can't
little
even lie.
bills.
I can't even lie. Remember a few years ago, in honorable mention, I was thinking about going to New Road and buying me 3 acres and a house on False River. Doing the family reunion, I was actually looking at real estate on False River, on Hospital Road, right there. Boom.
It was on the wrong side.
We
of that
always
shit.
looking at real estate
I know we got to go on the
always
high
looking at
side.
real estate.
I mean, on the low side, or the high
That
side. But
That nigga wasn't looking at no houses. He was looking at a camp.
Compound.
I'm
That
talking about
nigga had
boat,
Keith Rodney. Yeah, Keith Rodney, rest in peace, take him down there and show his ass his little camp down there that he
Yeah,
be
I was
fishing
like,
off
oh.
of.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was my whole little thing.
Frank, you ain't never
But
seen the little camp off the river, huh?
Mm-mm.
So imagine a little fucking tin shed on stilts extended over the river where you can fish out that motherfucker. Some of them got a hole in the motherfucker where you can fish out through the bottom of the fucking camp. And you just, it's like just a little one room little cabin, either made out of wood or sheet metal.
yeah, doing your thing, dog. With a crawfish brawler in the back and a fryer.
Nigga, about 12 feet up above the water and shit, right? So you know that motherfucking river, the river rides on your dog ass and shit, right?
I'm gonna need my shit built on solid ground. I don't know about hanging out over that water.
No, that's up on the top of the. That's up on the top of the, like,
Yeah,
like a pencil level.
Yeah, that's cool. But a house on stilts, I'm not really with that. I'll put, bedrock. Fucking, I need concrete, fucking foundations and shit.
Definitely have to see it.
If I get a camp, that motherfucker gonna have a forest up under that bitch. How about that?
I'm gonna go back to New Road though, man, to live it up.
Just imagine a duck blind over the water.
I don't even know what a duck blind is. How about that?
Boom!
Really?
That's great. I don't even know
It's
what a
all
duck blind is, bro.
Shell, we're going back to a New Road trip.
Oh no,
We're taking a New Road trip. Go get the daiquiris up there by the Walmart.
You
7
can buy
o'clock in
it.
the morning, daiquiri stand.
Buy your own daiquiri stand. You got $50K a week.
Oh, that'd be bad. It'll be all bad. I'll never close. I would never close.
And that's all good. Be like low key a baby Vegas.
24-hour joint.
Yeah, low key baby Vegas. You know what I'm saying? They
Never
come
close.
gamble a little bit.
Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying? See
Keep
some
running.
dancing girls. You know what I'm saying? The boom boom room. What you talking about?
There we go.
I got one for y'all.
Hold on.
All right, here we go.
Question. I can't answer it.
Oh, I thought you
You
had.
go last.
My bad.
But it's gonna be simple. Business, man. I'm gonna grow my empire slowly but surely.
Nah, but you ain't got to work for a living no more. Work is out of the picture.
Okay, so no business then.
Yeah, work is out of the picture.
Then I would basically raise my kids, man. I give it
What
all.
up, Johnny Bud?
I give my everything to make sure they do what they supposed to do and be what they supposed to be, man.
So would you spoil them, or would you structure the money, or
I would structure the dough. I would structure everything. I would just invest more time in what they got going on in terms of everything. You know what I'm saying? I would be
because you don't got to work?
I don't have to do shit. I ain't gonna sit around and do
Yeah,
nothing.
nigga, your first answer is gonna cause you to have to work twice as much.
Not really.
The more money that you managing,
You know what I'm
the
saying?
bigger the business, nigga, the more hours you got to put in to make sure that your investment is safe.
I can hire help though.
Well, he said he's working on this business, not in this business.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can
He's
hire
working
help.
on this business, not in this business.
But we
That's-
I
scrapping
don't
that
see
though.
none of the three of us ever having a working venture that we are not hands on. If you're talking
Yeah,
about
you're
investment,
You're right.
niggas
You're
gonna
right.
get into crypto.
I mean, to a
or
certain point
stocks,
though, to
or
a certain
some shit
point
like
though,
that.
you're gonna have to, cap that off and let somebody run it and go and do some other shit. You mean you gotta
Well,
have to
see, that's all. That's
saying?
here to give you some game. That's all part of the entrepreneurial mindset, right? So the true entrepreneur, right, is first of all, the true entrepreneur knows every part of his particular venture. He knows how it works. He knows how to take it apart. He knows how to put it back together. He knows every working piece of it. Because when a problem comes up, the entrepreneur never wants to have to start back at zero because he doesn't know where the problem is. He wants to be able to zero right in on the problem, fix the problem, and keep the venture going, right? Secondly, and this is what's more importantly, is that although the entrepreneur knows how each aspect of the business works, he's also great at delegating authority to people who do that job better than he does. So it ain't just like, oh, well, shit, I want to have a fucking shoe company. I'm just going to hire a bunch of niggas that know how to run shoe companies and just throw the money at it. You can't do that. You got to know all the ins and outs of that shit, right? Or else they're going to beat you out your bread and put out defective ass product and some more shit because it ain't their money.
Belly up.
Feel what I'm saying?
That's why I said once we get to a certain point, because you got to start from the bottom. I'm always going to start from the bottom of anything.
So again, I'm saying if you got 50,000 a week, if you got 100 million, you don't have to work no more. And your decision is to build a business, then you're further away from the goal of being able to spend more time with the kids.
Well, yeah, that's why I said
it's going to take way more time than these 8 hours that you put in at a job that you go to right now.
Yeah, but that's why I said scrap that, and I put all my time into them because I believe with that type of attention and direction, what they get off into is go flourish, and it's all for them anyway. So I don't have to worry about making 100 million continue. I just want to make sure that they can continue doing what the fuck they were raised to do at the comfort that they continue to doing it with. You know what I mean? So yeah,
that's the Frank.
Put them in the deal. I'm saying I put them in the deal. Fuck, I ain't got shit else to do.
That's right.
Yes, right.
All right. Let's go. What's the next question?
Next question.
Hey, you start.
Me?
Ask and answer. Yeah, you first. It's your turn.
So, an unruly little kid. I'm just gonna say a little black kid too, right?
Badass kid. You can that. Little badass kid.
Badass little black kid, right?
Babies.
You're in the supermarket, and you are standing in line, right? Long ass fucking line, right? Line all the way back to the aisle. Kid and his mother is right behind you. The kid keeps kicking you on your leg and stocking the shit out you in your back. The mother, every time you turn around and look, she act like she ain't seen nothing. What do you do?
Go ahead.
It's your turn. What do you?
Flash on the mama.
Whip your ass in his phone.
Flash on the mama immediately.
You don't get no shit. You sit here acting like you don't see this fucking shit, bitch. If you don't get your kid, I'm gonna whip your ass in this fucking shit. You hear me? And you don't look like you want to one more fucking time, bitch. I'm gonna fuck you up in this line.
That would be everybody's answer, I'm sure.
Not mine.
What?
That won't be my answer. I will match it to mama.
It ain't got to be your answer. The motherfucker ain't gonna kick me no more. He might think about kicking the next motherfucker.
Go stare that nigga right straight, nigga. And then go kick that basket. Next time you gonna kick it
my deal is this. It starts from the top on down. I really don't want to scare him. I know I am, but I want his dumbass fucking mama to do something.
No, but that shit is needed though. You gotta, in order to check the mama and the kid at the same time, you also help her out. I guarantee you,
you let your kid fucking talk to you crazy and tell him what to do. Bitch, your kid ain't gonna do that to me. I'm embarrassed you like I feel like your kid trying to do to me.
Yeah, because you act like you don't want to see it, but you gonna see it. Oh, bitch, you gonna know.
And the whole soul don't know when I finish. So hey, because I'm gonna talk loud and everything else. I'm gonna be all
ain't nobody gonna hit you. Not even no fucking kid.
I'm gonna be calling her stupid at the same fucking time. I'm gonna be going the fuck off. Yeah, they gonna probably have to put me out the stove. I admit that. They're gonna put me out.
So I'm real petty when it comes because it actually happened to me before. Matt, you was there at the quick stop at the Circle K on 395. So I actually matched to the mama, moved in the house and managed all their shit. It was petty about it. So the kids
I'm trying to remember who the fuck you talking about?
In the high desert.
What did the kid do to you though?
it was kicking me, like kicking and trying to get to the candy, and the mom was acting up, and I end up, and that's when I lived in the low incomes across the street from the Desert Breeze. I end up knocking to the mama, and yeah, straightening out the house. So I was real petty. That's just a gateway for me to like, y'all house needs some standings.
So the kid beat you up. The kid beat you up, so you fuck his mama.
Exactly. And brought some justice to the house, because the mama was out of line too, for letting this shit happen. You know what I'm saying?
There's no robbery. He beat you up, you beat her up, huh? Beat the pussy
There you
up.
go.
So y'all ain't seen the here. Y'all ain't seen this.
Yeah.
Parents, good afternoon. Boys and girls, shut the fuck up.
Come on, man, you tripping.
See, that's some pathetic.
What's going on, guys? Lockout, man.
No.
Hey, I got this video reaction video.
Oh, wait, come on. I
What's
don't
up?
I don't want the
And
reaction.
say it
I want
in
the real
public
video.
places.
And it's structure to that house.
Follow Mr. Tina.
This kid is already fucking on one.
You get help behind
He already on one. Look at my little nigga.
in the orange shirt.
Badass little nigga, man.
Shell, this the kid right here for you.
Good afternoon, parents. Good afternoon, boys and girls. Shut the fuck up. Hey.
Not nice.
No, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You need to leave? No, bitch.
Okay.
Oh, Good afternoon.
This little nigga was not having it.
None of that.
Did he
Look,
fail?
let me tell you one thing. The level of sedation I would literally need. I lose
You the job kicked him?
that motherfucker up so bad, and it'll be killed. And I would lose my job, and maybe by the face jail time. I would literally need somebody to come in the office and jug me in the neck with some tranquilizers, because I wouldn't be able to come down. Okay, y'all think I go hard now? I wouldn't be able to. I would not be able to like come off for one.
And he meant it though. That little motherfucker meant it though.
I would need like a horse tranquilizer type of value.
He meant it though. Yeah, nigga, he meant that shit.
That nigga was directing traffic before they even got started. He was
Yeah.
standing up telling the other
Well,
graduates,
he-
over here, over here.
Sit right here. Bitch. You sit right here. Little bitch, come here. You sit right here. And little bitch,
I
you
have to go home
sit right
and
here.
tell his mama what happened. I would be like, ma'am, I snatched your kid, clean the fuck up in class.
Hey, would you
Got that whole yellow
Imagine,
shirt.
imagine what kind of environment the little dude is in
Right.
for him
Right.
to think
Right.
that it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Imagine the shit that this little nigga says at home, and his parents, his mama's probably, ratted out the game, ratchet as fuck, and be laughing louder than we laughing right now. But that's your kid, right? My kid, I'm gonna punch his motherfucking throat
Yeah,
out.
exactly. It's only funny because we know our kids. I wish the fuck
Right. I'm talking about like clothes hang up to the throat. Like,
our kids know better.
Fucking
nigga.
right.
That's why it's funny.
you would have baby boy them, got him behind him like, hey, you little motherfucker.
Man, that little motherfucker be
Scream
so
for your
rung
mama.
up, nigga.
what I
Oh,
Let me
we
tell you
probably
what
have to
I
mix him
think.
up. And my little
would
nigga
have
only 10, we
did
probably have to
this
mix him
number.
up.
I would have put him in a fucking chokehold and to put it like in a sleeper sleep. I would have did that.
Yeah, we don't-
This nigga
Yeah.
Carey was about 15, 16 and came through the fucking parking lot of the buildings and shit with his little crew. Some older dudes and shit, right? Some old men out there drinking or whatever and shit. I'm fucking with the tire of the car. This nigga don't see me, right? I've been seeing him though, coming in the gate and everything. Old man said, "Hey, boy, what y'all doing around here looking like them gangs?" Some shit the old man said. This nigga Carrie out of all of them said, "Oh man, you need to shut the fuck up. You don't know who the fuck you talking to." Before this nigga could even get all that shit out his motherfucking mouth, boom bang, boom boom bop, boom bop his ass so motherfucking quick. Nigga, we do not play that shit, partner. I don't give a fuck. You represent me when you out in these motherfucking streets. And all that disrespectful cussing that I just be out. Look, kids be fucking 27 and shit, and I just be getting used to them cussing around me.
Man.
I don't cuss around none of the older folks in my life. None of them.
Nope. Except on the podcast.
Except on the podcast. I tell them, that's it. Mama Nell told me keep doing what I'm doing, so hey.
Hey, but that's just like at the lake house. The episode that happened with your other son getting all out of pocket. Like pretty much broke the house up. And I was like, what?
I think I was there for that.
But no, the thing is, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was this close to
this nigga rolled his eyes at Nick while Nick was talking to him. Like, nigga, you sitting down at my table,
I remember
eating a plate of food off my plate, food that I just fucking went and got cooked for your motherfucking ass, nigga. And the house is in this nigga's name. You in this nigga's house. And this nigga is talking to you, trying to give you some game, and you roll your eyes, want to ignore the nigga. When niggas like, you hear me talking to you, you fucking ignore the nigga again, and then look up and roll your eyes. Fired his ass up.
Yep.
But the thing is, I got heavy hands.
Hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have no future, so I got heavy.
Something's gonna happen again in life.
Nah, man. I mean, you know, when they out of pocket, they out of pocket.
You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know how to separate. So if the daddy stepped in because, you know what I'm saying? Because and it was kind of touchy. It like hurt my feelings. Not like feelings like that, but I was really
trying not to fuck him up though. I would have been fucked him up, right?
I was like, you know what I'm saying? This was
what this nigga waiting for, right?
Look, He's
getting wiser as old time. He's getting slower as old time. He's thinking more.
At least that.
No, but I'm saying I didn't.
Look at
I
me.
didn't handle.
Talking to you.
Look, I didn't. I'm still. Look, I better still talk to me. Let people out of the skybox. You know what I'm saying? Like on some for real thing. But this little dude in the house, and it's like I never even heard nothing like that before. Coming out something on the roof of the head, nigga.
Ignore it.
And I was like,
rolled his eyes. What?
Look, and it was like this coke, because I'm known for slapping and punching people in the mouth. Like for real, like breaking the whole everything. And I was like, you know what?
You thought about it because he was a kid. This nigga Mac was like, fuck all that. I was sitting over there like, wow, this nigga really just.
Cause I didn't want no hospital bill because I know how these hands are, dog. You know what I'm saying? And he was only about 95 pounds wet and dry.
Hey,
I didn't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck, right?
Let me tell you what.
But then he's not your kid, so I can understand your pause.
I'm so big on
no pause.
The way we do things. I at one point, you know, things better now. But at one point, like between me and my sister and me and my brother, we was constantly getting into it with over their kids because like there's some shit I'm not gonna take, you know, and what I hate is that what you not gonna do to me is when you tell me your side of the story, who the fuck, bitch, no. You know, like I go clean the fuck off. You know, like what we're not doing is that. You know, because that's not how my thing is that's not how we grew up.
No, I couldn't even say why.
That's not how we grew up. That's not how we grew up. So what I'm not gonna do is like I get that's where you're going, but now I got a problem with you. And me and Keena have fell out a lot of times about that. You know, like it don't even be about the kids no more. It's about me and you like that. You know, I'm like I was like, you know, and my answer clean all the time is like I don't let a kid check me.
Yeah,
no, it's definitely.
I don't let a kid check me, and at this point, I'm not gonna let you check me. So we got a problem.
Hey,
but look, I be look.
One time we was at the restaurant, and I think I turned, and my dad was kind of gesturing to me like kind of like let it go, and I even looked at him. I was like, I said, I don't even understand what you saying right now. You know, like I don't even understand what you saying, like, cause I'm just trying to see when that got that cool because you never fucking let me slide. Enough to be gesturing to me as to me to let it fucking go. Tell her to fucking let it go. You know, like you don't tell me to fucking let it go.
The shit that's funny as fuck to me is I can hear Karen Mack, and fucking Eleanor telling Sylvia to let it go when she arguing your ass up and down and you won't let it go. And Sylvia be like, no, tell her ass she needs to fucking let it go.
Hold on. Let me say, look, this was a three-way triangle. If I wasn't getting into it with, if I wasn't, normally the times me and Sylvia was getting into it and Chantel was the meat cake. And one day, I went clean up, so look, let me bring this story down to you. And I know Shannon gonna be laughing in heaven about this. It was 99. I had a breast reduction. So I was home. I was home and I was healed to the fact that like I could start doing something. So I hadn't been doing shit. I hadn't been going nowhere. She told me she was gonna come fucking pick me up. I sat there like a kid. I was dressed. I was ready. I didn't get no call, no I'm not coming or something like that. I got up, got in my car, drove over to Buick Street, and all I saw was fucking cars. They was all in the backyard. I went back there and clean cut all the fuck of them out. And every last one of them that was in the backyard, like if you didn't take nothing, you was safe. But if you tried to interject, it was covered. And I went off. I went clean off. What we didn't do was underestimate if I was gonna tell you how I felt anymore in life.
That was hilarious.
Beard Street was epic.
But wait, you didn't even know they was all back there.
You didn't go nowhere but to family. So, you didn't come pick me up and go sit in the backyard and talk to people. It was kind of bad. I played. I did. I was sitting up here in the candy store. I was dressed. I was ready to go. My mama felt so bad for me because I was like, really, and we didn't have that. We didn't really do that. If I told her I was gonna do something, I'd do it. You told me I was gonna do something, we was gonna do it. I was telling her to pick me up. We was gonna go get 2 house specials, large, extra large. We was gonna, go over there, chill out. But and it's funny because I knew what she was. I knew it's fucking rich, bro.
Buick Street.
Did you
when
know
I
about
hit that corner and I saw all the cars in the driveway. All I saw was like the Russian Rocky, the Russian red. I saw red. And I went back to and
you had to park across the street around the corner.
That shell came through the backyard and cussed every fucking body out. I did. Bet y'all gonna play with me again.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Move the party out further. Make sure that nobody tell you next time.
No, everybody was at Beard Street, Frank. That's the family hangout.
Yeah, I saw red, Mama. I saw red. It's like almost like the hope when he was like when he finally hit my bing. Yeah, that's how I got.
Playing with your patience, huh?
And when I got home, my mama said, "Where you went?" I said, "I went where I knew that was." And by that time, my mama had got 500 phone calls. So when I got home, she knew what I had did already. And I
was telling why you was cussing people out.
And I went in the house like what?
Hey, somebody was in the house on the phone telling as you was cussing motherfuckers out.
Well, you brave because I'm
before I could even get home, they ran it. They was already running. I walked in the house and I said, "Yeah, what? I did it. Yeah, I did."
Hey, after like the third person, somebody hopped on that phone. Your mama was in on it. Conversation for like the last.
No, that's how tight the family is, right? Cause I'm still scared of Cedric, Michael, Lo, Keith. I would never ever say no cuss words in front of them or try to cuss them out. I just sit there and mind my business.
Out all the time. What are you talking about?
I don't argue with nothing but with New Orleans people, nah, I can't even say. I just go to the next room, and I'm definitely scared of my mama.
As
You know what I'm saying? So,
because she'll fuck you up. How about that?
yeah.
Hey,
Look, because
my mama-
the thing
my
is, right?
mama
I couldn't even
tips
ask
on
why
you.
before that Daniel Green slipper came over the back seat, or you know what I'm saying? That Daniel Green slipper was vicious. That back of that hill.
It's
Yeah.
a trip that you would say that too, right? Because my mom, like, you know, everybody loved my mom. Like, she's just so sweet, you know, and oh man, my mother was a piece of work, man. Like, she wasn't no joke, right? I didn't see my mom flash in the streets, barefoot, nigga, coming down 111, ready to fuck something up.
Mm-hmm.
They had a whole incident up at your grandma's house. I ain't even gonna speak on it live on the air, but we just gonna say that I seen my mama and Aunt May get busy when I was a kid, right?
Yeah,
I seen both of them get busy.
Nah. Yeah. My grandpa, he was a vicious. That big Robert Paul McLean. Yeah, I seen him.
All I'm gonna say is about mamas. I can literally do a whole podcast about the adventures of Yogi. Okay? Literally about the adventures of Yogi.
Right, man.
But the coldest one was Auntie Anna though. Auntie Anna up there in the jungles. You know what I'm saying?
See?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Tell the real, partner.
Yeah.
All right, I got.
That's why I say I would love to be in New Rose and have, like I said, 100 acres and everybody right there on there with and reopen up Lavitude, hog crackers and daiquiris. That'd be all right with me.
All right, I got a grown and sexy question, so Mama Nell, cover your ears. All right, so you're in a relationship, right?
Uh-oh.
You live with your partner, right? For the last month, you know, whenever you try to
you cover your ears.
Okay, for the past month, whenever you try to initiate sex, it's always too tired, not in the mood, or something ain't right. So you've kind of decided that for whatever reason, your partner is, you know, just not feeling sexual at this moment, and you're giving them their space, right? But you know, you still you want to, you know, you trying to get busy.
Yeah.
And then you come home and come into the bedroom one day and you find your partner there rubbing one out.
Trying to get it out before you got home so he wouldn't have to.
What do you do?
Wow.
What do you do? How do you feel? You've been being denied sex for a month. She ain't cheating on you, or he ain't cheating on you. But all that shit about not feeling sexual is a bunch of bullshit, because from your perspective, because you catch him or her trying to get one off on a solo bolo tip.
So
that's difficult.
I personally, I'd be like, really though? So what's the real problem? Like, what's really the fuck going on? Because, you know, shit, I could have did that for you. Why you ain't fucking with me? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is this, bro? Now, we gonna talk about this. It's some bullshit. Trying to figure that shit out. And if you still don't want to talk about it, you know what? Fuck all that, man. I'm gonna go find me some pussy. See you in a minute.
Well, I'm gonna probably start a conversation off like Frank, but then I'm gonna be me. So I'm probably gonna go into some shit like, look, you know, we ain't got to live like this. If you don't want to be with me, and that's fine. I'm not here to hold up your life. There might be somebody out there that can fucking make you happy, because I know there's some motherfuckers out there that can make me happy. So let's just like let it fucking go. If this is where we are, and this is a result of what we're doing, and you can't give me no real, you can't effectively communicate with me what the fucking problem is, then I'm gonna pack a fucking bag and go somewhere. I don't have to fucking live like this, bitch. You do something different.
Like I said, I'm going to get me some pussy after that. Like, all right, fuck you, fuck with me. I ain't fucking with you.
I would figure it's free game after that. I probably would figure that it's free game.
I'm going to get me some.
Now that's a trip, right? Because we both cancers, and I guess the male cancer. See, I totally understand what you're saying, Shell. The male cancer version of that would be, because I'm a male. Boom! I walk in and I catch her doing her thing. I'm gonna act like it's okay, like I'm gonna make a joke out of it or some shit like that. I'm gonna do whatever is necessary for her not to feel uncomfortable about being caught, including not really trying to have the conversation with her about not trying to have a serious conversation with her about, what is it, something that I'm not doing, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. But I'm always feel that. That's the cancer part. I'm going to always feel that. I might not, and I'm going to say something, but I'm going to say it in ways that I'm going to think it's not going to be cause for no big blowout conversation, right? So I'm going to make little jokes and shit, right? Yeah, I know you don't want to find this. I know you don't find me sexy shit. You find that motherfucking, that Rose sexier than you find me around this motherfucking. Rose getting all the motherfucking squirt juices. I ain't getting none of that shit no more. Shit like that, right? That we can laugh about, but I'm really telling you how I fucking feel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's on you to kind of, well, you can't ignore it, because even if you laugh, you still got to say to yourself, I know that nigga really feel like that, even though he's laughing about it.
Right.
And that's what I want you to feel, right? Like, for message received. You feel what I'm saying? What the fuck you gonna do about it now? Because I'm not gonna never forget. I'm not gonna never forget. And probably I'm gonna start checking out of the relationship. I'm gonna be on some frank shit.
Mentally checking out. Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna actively be going to get mine in, but I'll probably do a lot of shit that would be indicative of that for me. Right, so I become a lot more flirty.
I might not be cheating, but I be hanging out a lot.
Oh man, all that.
You might not even see me, but I'd be definitely making you think the work, even if I'm not doing it. But you would be thinking like, damn, he ain't even coming home. Like talk about,
What up?
Yeah, I was saying the same thing. Go ahead, Nick. Break that shit down, bro. I was saying the same thing. I was like, this nigga's biting at the fucking bit, boy, chomping at the bit.
First of all, I feel sorry for this question because it's messed up, right? Second of all, I'm gonna get real crazy with it. So everything, there's no boundaries when it comes to that dynamic, because it's like a turn on bait for speed. I'm not gonna bait for some poom poom. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna ask, where did it go wrong? It don't matter. So where's the STDs? Or you got, Braille's, you got the chlamydia, the syphilis, whatever. You know what I'm saying? All that's just gonna run through my mind. So I'm happy that you protected me, try not to kill me. Second of all, you gotta move out. You know what I'm saying? So wherever that puts you in that mindset, you know what I'm saying? It's no longer.
Wait, one rub out, you tearing up the lease?
Yep.
What the fuck?
You know what I'm saying? Because it should never be.
Motherfucker don't get a mulligan or nothing? What the fuck, man?
Not a goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? Because in your mind, you already put me in that, you already defined me as that. I don't need you for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to be sneaky about it? You know what I'm saying? Do you want to be sneaky about it? Because just like you said earlier, if all kind of things would be going to her mind emotionally, just because a man don't deal with it emotionally, we deal with it, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, I'm not providing a solution in the house where we have communicated that's not one of the parts that's going to control this house. Which beyond this gratification. You know what I'm saying? If not, come talk to me. You don't have to close yourself in and deny me anything. I don't deny your air, nigga. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna design me of all this other shit? I don't design, you know what I'm saying, with no food, no lights, and no electricity. So why would you take it back in?
I don't deny you air.
You heard that, huh?
Right.
Air.
You know what I'm saying?
Air.
Food,
So
water,
the
or
thing is,
electricity.
you know what I'm saying? So
All
so
the
the,
essentials.
Who's clothing
What my nigga said, I'm giving you all the essentials, right, Nick?
yep.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So a part of it is once you saying that I could do it all by myself, that's okay. I'm not gonna beg you for it. I'm not gonna press you for it. But the moment that you got to go behind my back when we in a relationship and we there, you got to wait till, like you said, the roles get all the action. Well, I'm kicking the roles out too. So pack your bags and I'm gonna bowling ball that shit right behind your ass. Keep it
up
pushing.
the lead. He's saying up
There
the
you
lead.
go. You know what I'm saying? So there ain't gonna be no separation. I gotta go off. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go off on myself and think about what the fuck is going on. It's over with. Cause it's a steady breakdown after that. Either, like I said,
I do feel like one. I do feel like one would start to mentally check out. That's that mouth.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like that we courting. You know what I'm saying? And if it ain't no kids involved, you know what I'm saying? We already had kids and knocked it out the way, and you need to keep it fresh and lively. Hey, because that is the gateway to dysfunction. Because I could just say, oh, I accidentally just ran across this lady at the grocery store with a kid that kicked me in the back of the leg at the grocery part. I feel like I had to go straight out of her house. It's more action over there than fucking with you, fucking with yourself.
It's a trip, right? That you would look at it like that. I mean, I could understand because of the complication of you not getting sex at the same time, but it's a trip, right? I got two stories, same chick for two different questions. This question and the next question. I used to fuck with this chick that I used to call her a jack artist, right? A professional jack artist, right? Because she really enjoyed masturbating. Like, it wasn't that she wasn't getting sex for me, because I was young, like 21 and super active. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we're around this bad boy doing Chinese math and some more shit, right? So, you know, it was never no problem about, you know, her getting touched. But she would call me on the phone and, you know, be rubbing one out. Or we'll go get a fucking room and we'd be done just tore one off. And I know she fucking, you know, got it in. And I'm in the shower and she in the middle of the bed lighting roaches and fucking playing with her shit. I'm like, what the fuck, right? But it was just what she did. It was something that she had discovered at some point in her life. She really discovered her most valuable player and got to know her very well. She loved her better than I think anybody else could.
So that's one thing that you taught me.
That's right.
That's one thing you taught me in my life of, you know, develop me into the man I became today, right? You said how you start out in it, that's how it's always going to be. If she started out like that, it's no secret. She already let you know that's what it is. So it don't come in question of if you perform it to that part, because it's in the open. Now, if you was rocking that long, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all been long, and this other scenario come in.
That mountain life.
Yeah. But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Though. On to the next. But I gotta say, yeah, we've been there.
Hey, it ain't like she was denying him that. No, he got all the pussy he was looking for. She just, you know, had to get it in herself too.
Yeah.
I just threw that out there. I just threw that out there because I didn't want, you know, Nick's narrative to seem as though if a chick feels like she got to rub one out and you there, that somehow that's some kind of sexual deviance. That needs to be
that's what I was saying. I was saying that you said she denied you all the way.
What you doing?
It's not a day is not there no more. But
right.
like I like how you bring it back around. If that's part of her makeup and you know about it, and she wasn't desire you, but she's like, oh, I pleasure you and pleasure myself. That's between her and herself. That's between her and God.
Hey man, do what you do with you.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But the other thing is, I'm not gonna. But when you trying to hide it behind it and say, "Hey, I'm denying this due to some shit just because of whatever," but let not no beer be late or no other shit, and you got seed money to buy roses and all the rest. Hey, toys, all that. I like all that. I don't have a problem. You know what I'm saying?
So Nick, let me ask you this. I love fucking with this nigga Nick because I know he's gonna give me a good ass fucking answer. Right? So Nick, what do you do if you fooling with a chick? Y'all vibing, everything is cool on the physical, real exciting. You know what I'm saying? You love being with her, she love being with you, and now y'all, however months in, number one, how does she bring to you that she has a particular kink? And number two, what is your response to that she has a particular kink? Something that's outside of, just vanilla sex, right? So, she like her fucking toes licked, or I don't know, she wants you to tie her up, or, you know what I'm saying, she want to blindfold you, whatever the particular kink. And I'm just saying a little light shit because we can go deep, right?
Yeah, we know.
The nigga said, yeah, no. Yeah. So the girl that you building with, y'all cool on every level, and then all of a sudden, like, it's not something that she just gonna tell, just any guy that she dealing with. But now it seems like y'all are on some serious shit. Y'all moving forward. How does she tell you about a kink, and what kind of kinks would be a no-go for you?
You just have to be reality check. You know what I'm saying? Like, just come at me like, I don't know, because it's in a different, the person that I am, if you're going to say personal or overall, if you communicate about things, it's actually, transparent. It comes out. So nothing is off the wall. I accept the person for who they are.
This is your first time ever finding out. So how will she communicate that with you?
So the thing is, right, I wasn't doing my job as a friend or a confidant if this is the first time that she ever exposed that.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? If we've been getting
down. Yeah, maybe that's just how she is.
I'm not going to let you get away with that.
Right.
You know
but the thing is,
it presupposes, right, that you, right, are the man, right, who any woman who has some secret shit that she's not going to reveal in her regular life just to some passing by motherfucker, that you are that special person that when she meets you, she just got to tell you. And I say that's not right.
It takes years.
It not even years. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying
a few months or some shit. Just
whatever amount of time.
When the rhythm is going.
Because remember, Nick, it's not your kink. So it's not on how comfortable you are, nigga. It's on how comfortable she is, right? In order for the subject to even be broached, unless you walk in and find her rubbing one out, nigga, at 3:30 in the afternoon, right? With candles burning and all baby oiled up and shit, right? With some shit hanging stuck on the fucking wall with a suction cup and some more shit, right?
And I'm saying,
the llamas and shit spread out on the fucking floor between the candles. I don't know, nigga.
But the thing is, right? It's like, that's the thing. Potential is off the plate, because if I'm in the mix, I'm saying me.
So you say you can't fuck with a chick that's got a kink.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it would have been in the conversation, because I'm a dirty motherfucker when it comes to all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm saying that though, because
it's only going to be in the conversation at the point that she's comfortable with it.
So I'm open to whatever she got to say. So she can have
nigga,
her.
When you want to hear it, nigga, it's when she want to tell it to you.
Well, I guess I'm
unless you just catch her.
And he said he was open to whatever she had to say.
So what you saying here? Let me ask you this: you fucking with a chick, it's been a year.
Mm-hmm.
Then she says to you, "Look, I've been hiding this shit from you for a year. Every time you fucking leave and go up the hill, down the hill, wherever the fuck you be going, what I do is I got these lines that I hang from the ceiling and clothespins on the end of them, and I hook them up on my nipples, and then I pull back and lean back as far as I can for as much pain as I can. That's why when you come back, the first couple of days, I don't ever want to have sex with you. I just don't want you to think that I'm cheating on you or something like that. But it's just kind of what I do. And not only that, I want to share that with you. I want you to be the nigga with the clips, and I want you to string me up from the fucking ceiling and some more shit, whatever the fuck, right? A year into it,
So she can't be with you.
you're gonna feel like she damn, the relationship was fucked up because
right.
Yep.
Damn.
Out of here. Yeah,
Wow.
for real. I came back because I could have came back. You could have been
Okay,
there.
well, nigga, how many months do it take before you tell a chick about that thing with your toes?
I don't have nothing with my toes. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But that's the fight. That's no different. That's no different. If she's a lady of the night, you know what I'm saying? How I met it, it was just some, like on some square thing.
That's her
Look,
key.
but-
She's a lady
She's
tonight.
not a lady of the night.
you know what I'm saying? So,
She's not a lady
you know
of the
what I'm
night.
saying? No, I'm saying if that's like me getting into a conversation with somebody, if they spend enough time with me, enter my world. So I take it to another extent, right? Because I'm safe in all the stuff that I do. I try to be, right? It's up to the person. But if you don't feel comfortable or gain my trust in that time that what you want to say, court for the time being, like everything is out. If you spend the night at my house and all the rest of that stuff or whatever, I gotta leave for you to be yourself. I would never want somebody to have to run away for them to be themselves, whether they smoke cigarettes,
Hold
drink,
on. So
whatever.
Well, let me
So
ask
you
you,
basically, yeah,
let
go
me
ahead.
ask you this. How long would you have to be in something before you took off your socks because you had that six pinky toe? And I'm not talking about that little nub that people be having right there. I'm talking about
Like a
that
whole toe, nigga.
that little part was just as big as the pinky toe. So really, you have two whole pinky toes. So how comfortable do you have to be to take off your socks to let her know that, hey, you know, I need to tell you that because I don't want you to, you know, I'm comfortable with you now,
A week.
and I need to tell you I got this six
1
toe.
week. 1 week.
What if she say, nigga, you was supposed
better
to tell
than
me
me?
that on the first date?
Same day.
No, I don't do that.
Same day.
Mm-mm-mm.
That's no different if I wake up and you got halitosis the next morning.
Yeah,
I'm gonna know if you're in the bed with me. What you think you gonna use some dietitian?
Dating profile or something? Because
You know what I'm saying? And look,
on me, I don't know what I.
and the thing is, right? Because a lot of people try to rationalize with this around the way. I can't be myself around people. You know what I'm saying? But you be yourself on the internet, on the media spot, transition to campaign to get with other people.
Niggas
You know
be
what I'm
other
saying?
people
So
on the internet.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying to you is if somebody's entering my space, that's no different. If I knew you was an axe murderer, you gonna kill me the first night, or you gonna wait a week later to know that you know what I'm
Probably
saying?
can wait. But look though, that's what I was gonna ask you. That's what I was gonna ask you though, right? Like, so you more mad at the fact that it took them so long to say it as opposed to what the fuck the kink is.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you get it out the way, you don't have to hide. You don't have to leave from around me to hide your shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, and that's the thing. And
be you around me at all times, even from the
Yeah.
gate.
From the gate. You know what I'm saying? Because other than that, it's something special. You feel like you had to hide shit from me. Okay, well, I got dyslexia. Well, everybody know that now. I couldn't hide it the first day I was on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? So that nigga talk Nick isms and all that shit, but I'm being me. I didn't leave off his study and say I'm gonna practice in the mirror how to talk or answer some shit. I'm gonna make you think I ain't gonna give it to you all the way because I can't press people like that. You know what I'm saying? So I try to make it smooth as possible. But if a female, her core value is herself, you can't hide that shit from me. That's no different if I said I got 50K a week, right? And I leave it. I'm used to leaving it on the dresser or just sitting out because I know the next week it's gonna come. But I didn't know you was a klepto. That's your kink, klepto. You taking shitting on my money, trying to wash it in the washer and dryer. You kinky ass.
Kink, nigga.
Yeah,
like,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm
I'm walking
sorry.
around with shitty laundry money,
like-
nigga. What? You believe I go shit on your money?
I just do money angels and then take a shit in the middle of it. I'm sorry. I just like to do that.
He said he got enough money to wipe his ass with 20s and 100s. Think I would watch it before he got back. I always wanted to do that shit. So I'm saying, if you don't tell me that, I come back and take you to the strip club. That's like your money smell like shit, because I am the shit. Okay, somebody get some kind of other infection from it. Paper cut or whatever, nigga, you got fecal bacteria poison. What the fuck? I can't put the money in the girl's mouth. And what? Now,
girl
is
that
that
take
the
money in
thing?
her mouth
Right.
is a
We
nasty.
got 2 more questions and Shell losing her light.
Hey,
So-
she's aging us and shit.
Monkey pop.
All right, this is a hard hitter right here. What would you do if you got caught cheating in the act? What is your response, reaction in that moment?
Anybody? Okay, let's start.
I'm not gonna get
Go
caught.
ahead, whoever want to start. Shit.
If I'm on the downstroke, right?
I'm not gonna get caught cheating the ex, so I'm gonna just say I caught you cheating the ex. So what I'm gonna do is
Wait, what?
I'm not gonna get caught cheating the ex. So what I'm gonna say is what's gonna do if you got caught cheating the ex. So if I walked in and I caught you cheating the ex, then I'm packing my shit and I'm getting the fuck out. So I'm like,
No,
oh,
you got to.
You
You
ain't
got
gotta
to.
answer
Nah,
the question.
you
You
can't.
can't do
You
that.
can't. You can't. You
can't
can't
do
twist it around.
Just like Nick, we
You
ain't gonna
can't
let
twist
you
it
get away
around.
with
That's
that
too
shit.
easy.
Yeah,
That's too easy.
answer the question. You
Yeah,
don't know
that's
what
too
you gonna
easy.
do.
That's
You
too
don't know
easy.
what happened. You
We-
don't even know.
We all know what we all know what we would do if we caught our
Oh,
partner
right.
cheating
Yeah, you can't, you
in the act.
can't do that.
What
That's-
would you do if
Go ahead
you
and ask
got
the question.
caught?
Quit running.
I'm not
Quit
gonna
running.
get caught.
You swimming kind of fast, mermaid. Come back
No,
to the question.
but look, I like how she said it though.
She's swimming around that bush.
So I'm gonna say what we gonna do if you got caught cheating, because I'm not gonna get
Nah,
caught.
how you
Well,
that's the
shit, we all
question.
got a chance. We all gonna have a chance to
Yeah,
answer the question.
Faithful Maple right there. She faithful.
Nah,
Yeah,
come
I mean,
on, man.
if I'm with you, I'm with you. I'm not gonna get caught cheating that.
Come on, man.
I'm not caught
For the
cheating
sake of the question, hypothetically, then.
Shell, I'm with you, Shell.
Chances are pretty
Hypothetically.
simple
Let's
until
go
you
hypothetically.
mentally check out the fucking relationship. And if I'm mentally checked out, then by that time you know I'm checked out. And I don't
Let's-
think that you.
I
I'm not
Let's say
Shell.
hypothetically.
I agree with you.
Let's
I
say
agree with you,
hypothetically. Let's say
I agree
hypothetically.
with you,
then.
Shell. Let us stick to her because I agree with her.
Y'all scary.
I-
So
you know,
if I got caught too though, right? Like if I was on the downstroke, like
I
in
really can't
Florida,
even fathom it because I'm not. But I'm not. So,
Frank, what you do?
so look, right? If I'm like on a downstroke, right, or if I'm like on a doggy style, and the door's on my back, right, and I turn around, I'll be like, huh? Oh, I thought you said something. You know what I'm saying?
Frank said, if I'm cheating, it's over with. How about if I just moved on and I ain't cheating? I like it, Frank. I agree with you.
Oh, man.
I
And then I keep looking behind me waiting for the swing because I think my reaction will shock her and give me at least a few, maybe 5-6 more pumps before I got to start defending myself. So you got to take advantage of all the time. You already caught, so you got to, you know what I'm saying, stretch it out as long as possible. Shock her, continue, look out for the blows coming from the back. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. It's tactical.
Nick?
I don't know. No, bro.
Listen,
First
that's
of
all.
all,
It really is honest. Like, you know. It's
so
honest.
first of all, I won't be cheating because I'm not boyfriend material.
black men don't
You know what I'm
cheat.
saying?
Carlos Miller.
Yeah, but the thing is, right? I choose to do what the hell I want to do because I earned my freedom because I get $500K a month, so 50,000 a week. So I could do whatever I want. I'm just living my
Oh,
life
you a
now.
high value man with choices now.
Yeah, right. Now you can do
Oh,
Now he claiming
now
that.
this nigga got options.
No, but first of all, that high value man shit don't even appear to my stuff. I don't even that word that definition don't even fit in my criteria. But
It don't matter if you call yourself that. If you making 50,000 a month and you check off all those other boxes, or 50,000 a week,
You a high
whoever the
value
fuck
man?
you trying to date, they are going to see you
Consider
as
that. Yeah.
Okay, well, whatever. I like that. I like that definition. But it's no such thing as cheating when you have a communication. Is I have
Listen,
orange
swimming
of
around the
loyalty.
bush
I
as
have,
piranhas, right? They just swimming around that bush. You know what I'm saying?
you know what I'm saying?
boy.
But if I ever would be in that situation of cheating, right? It's no such thing. That word don't appeal like, you know what I'm saying? Like even like I think even in my life, to be honest with you,
Okay, so
cheating
if
never there.
if hypothetically I was
I'm
in
not
a relationship and I cheated, hypothetically, right? And got caught by my partner, right? It first and foremost probably wouldn't go down the way Frank said, because the moment that my chick, comes in, busting the door or whatever, then the other chick is probably gonna roll, off from under whatever, try to grab some fucking clothes. The whole shit is gonna be shocking and embarrassing. And the response, I think, my response is gonna be to do the fucking math, right? It's like, what am I trying to keep here? What can I stand to lose here, right? So if I'm at that cheating stage where
You don't care.
well, no. Here, let me say this. And I'm gonna call Nick out on this shit too, right? Because Nick just hit us with the fucking chicks version of why niggas cheat, right? Like Nick was talking about himself like he a fucking woman and shit. Like men only cheat because I'm emotionally checked out. You're a fucking lie. Men cheat because the pussy is there, nigga, because it makes us feel like we fucking men, like we still in the fucking hunt. Got nothing to do with our fucking woman, nigga, at fucking all, right? However, if I'm on some shit where I'm fucking done with the relationship, then my play is fuck you and what? Nigga, you knew what it was. I've been telling you whoop this, that, and the third, and what the fuck did you expect? Hey, this is what it is. Pack my shit, pack your shit, nigga. We in my house. The fuck are you talking about? Go ahead, get your shit. There ain't no need to call the law or your brothers and none of that shit. Go on and get your shit and do what the fuck you. The other chick, get dressed and wait for me. I got some conversation for your ass because we're gonna be moving forward from here. If it's the other way around, right, and I'm just on some fuck shit, right, I'm just fucking a chick and I'm fucking so disrespectful as to do it in my house, my woman got a motherfucking key, then I deserve to be busted and I deserve to be fucking contrite about being busted. So I'm gonna be with all the apology. First of all, baby, don't hurt her. Let her get her shit. Let her get her shit. Let her get on up out of here, baby. This between me and you. Damn, I know I fucked up. I'm still naked. I'm at my most vulnerable. See, it's a method to my madness, right? I'm just keeping it real, right? I'm still naked, so I'm still most vulnerable to my woman, right? And so now I can be contrite, right? And make that shit sound like it really means something, right? Because the end goal is for you not to pack your shit, right? I might have to buy you a fucking ring, a fucking bag or some shit, hit you with some Kobe shit, lick a couple of toes and shit or whatever the fuck, right? But if it's important enough for me, then okay, I'm gonna do that, right? Shit, my bad. I slipped up. I should have been a little bit more conscious of what the fuck I was doing. Now,
I'm not gonna throw no bell on the Keith K Mac because you came from
I'm saying now at in terms of how my life is set up on some real shit, right? Which is I think what Nick is trying to fucking allude to, and what he was trying to say for himself is that generally, my my relationships are not set up with a cheating clause.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? What I mean is that the appearance of another woman in the relationship on some angle or another is always there as a possibility, right? In my relationships. Because I either fuck with chicks that fuck with chicks, or I fuck with chicks that go get money. And so another chick that's going to get some bread is a fucking welcome addition, right? So it ain't never no fucking tripping like that. However, I have been in scenarios and situations where I was fucking on some half-ass square shit, trying to be somebody's boyfriend at a time in my life when I should have known better, right? And at those particular times in my life, I have been confronted with, you know, the opportunity to do some other shit, some shit that I would ordinarily do and wouldn't have no compunction about it, right? And in those scenarios, I have had to, you know, make that considerable fucking sacrifice not to mash on a motherfucker that's really trying to feel me like I'm trying to be felt at that time. Because I'm thinking about somebody else's sensitivities, how they would respond if they were to find out.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Remember, I always call you an oak. Remember?
Yeah.
Oak, he is that type. Like me personally, like right now, just in general, the way I am, that shit is just tiring, bro. I don't have it in me. Be mad at fucking energy. I'm trying to put all my energy into some whole
other. A lot to be a liar, man. It's a lot to lie in a relationship.
I can't do it.
I'd be so fucking amazed and shit, right? When chicks be like, yeah, you know, niggas is always lying. I was like, that shit take a lot of energy. I don't think you realize how much that shit costs. Way easier to just keep it real. Only thing niggas really lie about is shit that we know is gonna hurt your fucking feelings. And we don't want to hurt your feelings. We love y'all. Shit. The fuck shit we do that we know you gonna have
fuck shit that we know unnecessary explanations is gonna cost you because you just ain't going.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
And that's how like you're right, Frank. I like how Matt brought it out so eloquently because I just can't say it like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it don't even apply to my scenarios ever. You know what I'm saying? Like even when I chose to take that that union to actually get married.
I was about to say this nigga was married for 16 years, never cheated on his wife, not once. I was there.
Because that's the whole
and this
thing.
Nigga is talking this shit about what he can do. Ain't no cheating.
Right?
Nigga, you was a faithful, loyal husband, nigga. What are you talking about?
Because
that's why he
the thing, right?
Look, with chicks on your line, nigga. You was out every weekend in the community, nigga, selling shit, being Nick.
But this is the thing, right? Because the lifestyle that I came from, I already knew all the.
He was stiff arming chicks like the Heisman.
Heisman.
Damn,
you know what I'm saying? Because I took a truth to what I believed in when I stood on, and nothing could break me away from there. You
I mean, most people sacrifice for things they want.
My niggas is oaks, so you don't even know.
That's the truism in life, you know.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, in all considerations, I still had the baddest chick in the whole town that everybody wasn't brave enough to sit down with for all those years. So,
hey, my niggas are solid. Y'all don't even know. I be fucking with some real solid oakish ass niggas.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing is,
I'm just saying, niggas be thinking, my niggas think they be knowing stuff. Is all I'm saying. They don't even know.
I be tripping off of Frank shit. Frank's life is hilarious, right? Look, I'm gonna just keep it real. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. This is just not me just capping for my nigga. This is just podcast shit. We always keep it 100. Frank is the nigga of principle, right?
Right.
Like old school nigga of fucking principle. I said I was gonna do something, so that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. Period. Right? All that extra shit, what you thought I might have been able to do, and none of that shit don't mean nothing. And Frank is a nigga that won't even entertain that shit, right? Imagine, right? Imagine you go out every week and you feed the homeless. You ain't gotta do that, right? But you go out every week and you feed the homeless, and then a nigga that you fuck with tells you, Yeah, you don't do no fucking charity work or nothing. You're a selfish ass bitch. Imagine how you'll feel about that. You want to just cuss a nigga out in 13 different languages. Well, Frank's response is, yeah, well, if that's what you feel, if you can't see the real, then fuck it, roll with that.
Yeah.
And the shit is hilarious to me because it's so frustrating to the motherfuckers that want this nigga to be something other than what the fuck he is. Right? Shit is hilarious.
Hey,
Nigga
I'm
called
gonna
me.
tell you after that. I'm gonna tell you after that.
This nigga's hilarious. This nigga's life is just funny as fuck.
Because people think I'm so void of fucking feeling, and it's not that. It's just that nigga. Okay, I'm not gonna fucking. You right, dude.
Hey, but I like how you broke it down though, Mac, because
This nigga come back and be like, I tried to tell you. You had to wait for another motherfucker to tell you.
Right.
yeah. So it just like y'all said earlier, a lot of the stuff is for entertainment purposes, right? Or whatever, or let you have a win in your life, but actually operating how we've been operating to make it this far, Shell, me, Frank, and you, it's like it's unbelievable things that people say that we'll be putting up with or willing to accept from people, not for no accolades or anything, but this we recognize what life is. We have the potential to see the stuff that's going to unfold before it unfolds, and it's a scene of amazement, but it's our truth, it's our real life. You know what I'm saying? So growing into our wisdoms, and people to defer or not have to experience that. But like we said a long time ago, we took that oath. It's like, I'm never going to cheat you away from your young life, your wisdom life, or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Can I sustain the hit? But if I choose to journey with you, I choose to journey with you, whatever the consequences is. And nothing's really that taboo for nothing not to sign out with. And I like how you clarified it. Yeah, 16 years, but it came with a core purpose. I know what it is out there to be cold and lonely, or standing in the store with 75% from you know what I'm saying, with two dudes that's 2 steps away from moving to go and take it over a jungle that we can't do because we 10 steps removed from everything on the streets. Right? But still found a way to communicate with each other and make it through all the fucking horrific bullshit that we wasn't deserving of. You know what I'm saying? So
Shell.
The whole thing, huh?
Right.
Shell. I want you to hear the pain in my man's voice, right? This is what a pain man sounds like.
I heard this.
The anguish
Man has been scarred.
the agony.
Man has been scarred by the sisterhood.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga did everything right.
You gotta make it right. Y'all gotta make it right, man.
I gotta do right by my nigga.
I gotta make it right.
Nah, Nick, this is on some real armchair psychology shit,
I'm
right?
a wave rider.
Here's my take on Nick, right? Nick has been exactly what I said, right? 16 years, this nigga was a perfect husband, right? Like, provider, like, understand, like, they had matching sweatsuits, man. I used to clown the fuck out of them. That nigga Nick didn't give a fuck about what I was talking about, right? That nigga loved his wife, like, for real. Now, you know, after, you know, what the transition, Nick is kind of trying to reach back to old Nick before he was married. But that Nick don't play no more, bro. Like
an old ass fucking 8-track.
Yeah,
man.
like nigga, none of that's like nigga being that player ass like type of shit. Like nigga, you hear me, nigga, telling you, look, man, certain shit that I ain't gonna deal with, this, that, and the third. But ultimately, like nigga, I'm looking for a wife. Like a chick to ride this shit out with, like she just got to be the one that understands a nigga like me, for real. I don't want to be by myself or just be, you know, tossing up 3 weeks and all that shit. Nigga, I'm too old for that shit. Look, I don't want to fuck 3 times a week, nigga. How about that? The same chick. If I could find me a chick that let me break her off twice a week and them other fucking 5 days, she just there in the space, just enjoying the space, chilling, fucking knitting or whatever the fuck y'all doing shit when y'all ain't fucking with us while we playing the game. I'd love that shit, right? It's that, what you doing? Why are you playing the game? Let me play the game with you. Why you don't ever want to come? Oh, get the fuck out of here, man. Yeah. That's the part I can't deal with.
You know what I'm saying? You cheating on me. Where you going out at 2 o'clock in the morning?
All that marriage
and all that. Yeah,
on
you know what I'm saying?
I just need friends.
I had a motherfucker tell me one time because I was like, look, man, you don't understand me. I'm a man, right? So the shit that I go through as a man, I'm not gonna be fucking trying to get no solutions from you and shit, right? Telling you is just me crying to my woman and shit, right? I go talk to my niggas. My niggas is gonna be non-judgmental, tell me the real deal. If I'm on some fuck shit, they gonna let me know, laugh about that shit. Or if I'm on some real shit, they gonna tell me that and fucking tell me what they think about what my decisions is. Like, it's nigga shit. That's what niggas do. That's why you got your niggas. And this motherfucker told me, well, the relationship ain't real if you got to talk to your niggas instead of talking to me. How about the relationship ain't real? You can get your motherfucking ass the fuck on.
I'm tired of motherfuckers trying to understand me.
You know, a lot of people learn it the hard way. A lot of you need the people and stuff like that. You know,
I don't talk to my niggas about the if I get a bump on my butt or some shit, like, I got your ass. Like, nigga, get the tweezers for that shit, mama. You know what I'm saying? So this shit, I tell your ass, I don't tell them either.
Above all,
fuck you mean I can't holler at my niggas about nigga shit? I ain't talking to you about a problem if you the problem.
Man,
the fuck out of here.
Above all, now
I holler at my guys.
In my area of space.
Mama said I need the quiet life.
That's what I was about to say. In my area right now, all I need is peace of mind, baby. I don't need nothing else. Everything else will come when it comes.
What up, John?
What up, baby?
So that's
hey, this is my boy right here, my boy Raj. This is my boy all the way back from the cab driving days. My guy, for real, for real.
What up?
Oh yeah,
a real solid guy too. For real.
That's right. So look, so my recent problem has been that women say that I'm too programmed. I get up, my house be clean, you know what I'm saying? I'm well taken care of, all my bases and stuff covered, right? But the thing is, they feel like I take that away from them, and they say, well, that's the woman's supposed to do. I was like, well, if I'm depending on you to do this, or ask permission for me to wash the dishes and clean up, and I see them all the way down to the dish tray. So that means that if you vibing around me in my space, that I'm taking that away from you. So do you say I have female tendencies, or not I maintain my shit? Because it just don't come that easy. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, it's like, I'm independent, but what do I need a woman for if I could take care of all that? You know what I'm saying?
This is the form.
So they feel like
this is the form right here. The Piranha.
That's what he said. That's what he was telling us. We need to keep doing this. So
Jump in.
So my selection of, saying friends, without the solid ones that understand where I'm coming from, it's a big ass debate. You know what I'm saying? What good are we going to be for Nick Nass if he got everything covered? All he want me to do is sit up and look pretty and kick my feet up and don't ask me to contribute to nothing. Like, I'm just over here to give him the juice box, and that's all he wants.
You lost me there, bro.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm saying that is the other part.
I usually be right with my guy too.
No, but I'm saying this is the thing that coming up when you say building relationships, or people say why you got to turn to the brotherhood to get even. Like, you should all the way depend on her for all the answers and how to move and sit there in her face to be
I don't think nobody
to make sure.
I mean, I guess you gotta live life to know that that's not it's not realistic and it's not really healthy. I'm gonna say to somebody who was in something long term for a little bit and who had like gave up all their friends, dropped their friends. I learned that hard lesson always, that no matter what I'm in now, I'm not sacrificing my friends for this relationship.
Man.
Okay, there you go.
You can have your opinions about them. That's fine. Ain't no different than family having opinion about some of your friends. But guess what? They mine, and they mine for reasons what I can't never explain to you. I'm not finna drop my girl Shanda. I'm not finna drop my girl Tammy. I'm not finna drop my girl Carrie, and I'm not finna drop my girl Pie. That's the five I ride with like that. When I moved to New Orleans, the summer before a month before I made 21. And I was at the casino, and then I went on the boat and met them. We've been rocking since since '96. So I'm not doing it anymore, because
Yeah.
because and I say that because I want our relationship to be more evenly balanced. I've learned I don't want you to ask me to give up my friends. I'm not going to ask you to give up my friends.
I think that
I would only hope that we could be respectable. Like I would only hope that when I'm with my friends, you don't feel like I'm out there in the streets like that. Just like I want to feel like when you with yours, you're doing the right thing. I think it's about a mutual respect and stuff like that. Now, don't get me wrong. If I had that friend and every time we was together, let's just say that I was coming home at 6 o'clock in the morning and we wasn't just sitting out on Bourbon Street. We was rolling from fucking strip clubs, rolling to hotel rooms, chilling with people and stuff like that. That'd be different if it was that type. Then no, yeah, you need to say, hey, babe, you gonna be your friend of me, because I can respect that. Bitch, I'm not respecting you. And if she's causing me not to, first of all, it's not even she causing me. If I don't have the mindset to be like, nah, Sammy, I don't rock like that, But maybe if we did it in the past, I'm definitely not doing it now. You my girl. I don't want to give you up, but just know that when you with me, we're not gonna rock it to the strip club to 6 in the morning no more. I'm beyond that now, or something like that. And I think if they're your true friends, then they're not gonna put you in that situation and mess up what you got with your spot and with your dude.
Yeah.
I think that today's secure, mature man is never going to ask you to choose between him and your friends.
You are correct.
What a nigga like me would do is, if I saw that there were some characteristics about your friends that I thought was detrimental to you, right? I would probably find a way to have you a little more interested in spending some of that free time with me, as opposed like your choice, right? So even if it's a focused strategy or some shit like that, it would still be some shit like, okay, well, today is Monday, Saturday we gonna go, to Santa Monica and go out to dinner and fucking go watch the fucking Ferris wheel or some shit like that, right? When I know that, if you free on Saturday, you probably gonna go out with Niecy and them. You know what I'm saying? And Niecy and them is ratchet as a motherfucker. Like even when they in the house, in our house with me there, their conversation with you is about fucking with niggas.
Right.
And you feel what I'm saying? Even though you the one,
you and you not
the one who's in a relationship.
So you ain't really gonna be like, well, I'm not gonna not go. But I know, and it ain't even about me thinking you doing something. I just maybe not want you in that.
Yeah, I think that with a secure, mature nigga, it would end up becoming your choice to spend less time doing that old shit that you was doing when you were single. And this kind of, I think that you would want to, it wouldn't be about me beating you over the head with are you like these bitches? It would be you impressing upon me. I know my friends, they all single and shit, but I fuck with you. I'm with you without saying.
Right.
And she has it in the house. Saying? It's in front of you. It's in your house. Come kick it over here.
I've never been a slave driver to that shit. You're a grown ass woman. You know what respect is. I assume you were raised, nigga. I'm not finna stop you from doing nothing you want to do. Do what the fuck you want to do, but understand
exactly.
That, you know what I'm saying? I need mine. So,
well, what you're not gonna do if you want to do it is you're not gonna be out here.
I'm gonna be disrespectful.
Well, you're not gonna be coming home with a fucking wet pussy, a wet ass, and a dry purse. That's what you ain't gonna do in my house.
Well, no,
exactly.
I
don't give a fuck.
You fucking in the you might as well stay over here with that shit. I'm talking about in terms of you going hanging out with your girl, all that shit. Like I expect you to be respectful of the relationship. If you give me any type of inkling, any type of inkling that you're not respectful of the relationship, what's the fucking point? You can stay where you at.
Exactly, man.
But I don't. I'm just, dude. Do your thing.
And the thing is, right? And
I
what
can't
you
handle it,
hit
I'll
on
let you
earlier, like with Mac hit on earlier, you know, a woman is going to be a reflection of who I am, my faults, my strengths, and everything, right? So yeah, that's why I dress it like Chad, matching Mercedes Benz, matching Hummers, all the way down. So all 360, it was me out there representing me and us, right? So for you to step up to that point, it had to be there. If you don't hold that criteria, you could go whatever you want, but you're still a representative to me, and I'm a representative to you. So like you said, when these people used to enter the space, it's like, oh, okay. Now it was some envy and stuff that was there. It's like, hey, how I've been knowing you all this time. How the fuck did she get that lucky to put a ring on it?
Bro,
What could I have done? You did what you're supposed to do.
I've been
done and gone.
I've been forcing two men in my whole life. I'm cool. I feel smothered. I need space. Forget all that. Fuck all that. I'm not gonna do that shit.
Nick,
Yeah.
it's 2022, bro. It costs money to be a player.
No, I'm not a player though.
No, I'm saying, no. Listen to what I'm saying. Right. To be the nigga who does what the fuck you want to do, sleeps with who you want to sleep with, see who you want to see whenever you want to. That costs. Like, because chicks is just not fucking with a nigga just because you cute no more. Like, you got to have some substance, right? And if you got some substance, how thin are you spreading that substance, nigga? You got to pay for some dinners.
A lot of goddamn energy too.
You feel what I'm saying, nigga? You got to fucking buy a purse here and there, nigga. You got to be that nigga. If you're going to be that nigga, like you're the man, right? Like, you the nigga who keeps telling us you're not going to let a chick take care of you. So, y'all ain't going Dutch, nigga.
Of course
right? So you paying, right? Okay, well, if you're paying
I got
for
an
dinners
EBT
and
card,
trips
and I know how to cook.
You know,
No,
come on, man, you ain't having no cheap dates.
I'm not
I'm
cooking.
just saying, like, you're doing it multiple.
Dutch,
like
nigga.
you can have. Listen.
Dutch.
You make a very good point. That's what you do with the woman that you fuck with, your woman.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't doing that shit for. How many chicks you cooking for a week, nigga?
Yeah,
How
I
many
don't
meals?
have it like that.
How many of the same meals you gonna cook in a week? Oh, nigga, we got the cacciatore chicken on Monday. With we got cacciatore chicken on Wednesday with Jenny. We got cacciatore chicken on Friday with Karen. Nigga,
he changed the menu though every week. Next week it's gonna be taco.
but
no,
the
nigga,
thing
you
is,
want
right?
you want it to be
Yeah,
baked.
stay home.
Nah, you want, if you gonna be on some stay home, not spend no money, nigga. I'm dating on a budget, nigga. You want to do that with the chick that understands the dating on the budget program,
right?
Nigga. You don't want to be explaining that shit to every 13 different fucking women and shit, trying to get some fucking understanding, trying to figure out the right one. And then what do you do when you get the right one? What do you do when you got 8 chicks that you dating and one of them is really with the business? She with the Nick program, nigga. For real. Like, independent, do her own shit. You know what I'm saying? Get her own bread, but concerned about you, nigga. Want to spend time with you, nigga. Want to build a life with you. And all the other bitches, they just want to get fucked in dinner. What do you do, nigga? Keep fucking for
all
dinner?
of the above. Yep, all of the above. And they paying for
No,
it.
you ain't, nigga.
Hey,
You're 115 years old, nigga. You better try to find you somebody that love your ass,
Hey,
nigga,
you know what's
gonna take care of you.
Hey, you know what's
care of.
You know what's an exhausting word? Nigga, the word explain. That shit.
Yes.
Man.
Exhausting.
Man.
Exhausting.
Look, man, I'm single by choice because I don't want to. I'm tired of explaining.
Me too.
Y'all just don't even know, man. I'm so quick to tell a motherfucker, look, man, I do a whole podcast about this shit, man. Go check me out on YouTube. Like, for real. For real. Like, you'll find everything that you need to know about how I feel about this shit in 3D. Go check it out. Because I'm tired of telling you motherfuckers the same shit, the same argument, the same, end up the same fucking way. You know what I'm saying? And nobody don't get it because everybody want me to.
It's
being me is hard because I'm good at being me.
Man,
right?
Hey.
Period.
You feel what I'm saying? Like that's not blowing no smoke up my ass. What I'm saying is that if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. Like, you know, as a chick, like I'm not no plumber, but I'll fucking drain your fire. I'll take your whole motherfucking sink apart, Googling some shit, trying to figure it out. I'm that nigga. For real, right?
Mhm.
Like, I'm a real nigga. That's when I'm fucking with you, I'm fucking with you. And it's hard for a chick not to recognize that shit. Feel what I'm saying? So you take all the good and then you dispense all the shit that I'm saying that don't sound like what you want to hear. Like, I'm my own nigga. I think a certain way. Shit, I'm an analytical motherfucker. I see through a whole bunch of fucking easy lies. You know, all that kind of shit. Oh, no, you don't. You're just like you're just like what I want you to be. You're the good cooking, fix everything, attentive, rub my feet, answer the telephone when I call, and cry on your shoulder. Always got the right thing to say, ass motherfucker. That's who you are. And I'm like, not all the time.
No. Hey, but the
not
thing
all
is,
the time.
that you
Like,
said,
on
some
that
other
day.
shit.
On that day.
But look, that's the cold thing, because you got all that, but then on the other side again, they got the feeling nigga. No, I was feeling his swagger, his style. So all the stuff that you do, and then it's like, okay, well, I'm going to talk to the feeling nigga. But you could.
Mom's on you tonight.
Yeah,
Mom's on you tonight.
Hey, but
break out the blender, nigga. We
Yeah,
gonna put this
so-
all together. You ain't never had this. That's
Yeah,
gonna hit
so
you
the
with
one
some
thing
bomb
is-
tonight. Watch this.
Look, so me coming out the woods and being in the city now, right? So I get, oh, I never seen you around here before. But then the thing is, it's like, oh, I see you by, dude. My name is Shalane, and here goes my Instagram and my Cash App. I'm like, what's the Cash App for? She said, that's what people just do these days, just because you want to donate and facilitate. I was like, so you want to be a lady of the night? So, because I look all
I'ma tell
innocent
you
in the
one
health
thing,
food
man.
store.
You gonna have somebody stab somebody. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nigga all on nigga Instagram trying to find the motherfucker.
All this bullshit you be talking, nigga. This nigga's really showing his ass tonight.
You know what I'm saying?
You know?
That's hilarious. Hey, a big
Nigga
shit,
act like we don't know about your Wi-Fi, nigga. If you don't get out of here,
big shit, you
You know what I'm saying?
Cash App. I don't know what the fuck you do. I ain't finna Cash App this shit.
this nigga gonna be back in
You know
the
what I'm saying?
car, no Wi-Fi.
I am not of this era. Not in that way. Don't
You know what I'm saying?
All right,
So-
last question, final question, then we're gonna get the fuck out of here. We're 2
Okay,
hours
right.
in.
lightning speed round, lightning round.
One final question. We're gonna start with Frank. Through some epiphany, right? You are granted with the knowledge that the world will end in 7 days. You can do anything that you want except tell anyone else. What do you do?
Shit. Keep on living, I guess, man. What's the point of knowing and not telling nobody? I don't know what the fuck else to do. All right.
You can do anything you want.
Yeah, but I'm saying in terms of that's all I would want to do is tell everybody. Y'all know this bitch is gonna be gone in 7 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want me to play charades? Like, that's I would be trying to figure out how to let niggas know. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
I
'Cause
think you feel guilty that you
Yeah, I'm
can't tell everybody else. I need you to fucking stop and live your best fucking life these last 7 days. I need you to say
how can you do that?
everything
You
out
can't
there.
tell
I need
nobody,
you to
though.
live your best fucking life.
You can't
And then they be
tell
like, why?
any of that.
I just need, you know, because we can't just go off of, I just need you to do it. Ain't nobody gonna, we ain't
Yeah,
doing
that's
shit
why
on
you
that.
can't say
I just
nothing.
need it.
That's
I
why you
just
can't
need you
say
to do it
nothing,
because,
bro.
okay, you know
Like-
what? Angel came down with the trumpet. He said, "Go, I'm gonna blow him in 7 days." Oh, okay. Now I'm gonna live my best life. That's what I'm saying. People ain't just going. You know, you can beg them. You can say, "I just want to live your best life. Just do me a favor. Just please go live your
You
best."
can't do none of that.
You can't do none of that. You
Can't do none of that.
You can't do none of that. You said only thing you can't do is tell nobody. In no way, shape, form, or fashion.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
wouldn't-
I think that's the catch-all where you could, you know, you can't say that last part.
Yeah, that's
You
why
know,
the question ain't easy.
That's what I said. All you can do is be like, I just need you to go live your best life. And people are like, what does that mean?
You can't even say that. You can't give nobody no
Right.
indication at all of none of this. It's just your knowledge. You just know.
Well, I would
Absolutely for sure. God talks to you, however you know. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
then I would take it upon myself to live the best life with those people.
That's what I said. You can't do nothing but keep living, bro. What else can you do?
So if I can't tell them to live their best life, I'm gonna make them live their best life.
But
They're gonna live their best life through me.
Here's what's crazy though.
Have you so caught up, but you can't do nothing else but live your fucking best life.
Here's what's crazy though.
And I guess you could wonder what's going on with me. Like, fuck, we gotta get it in from 7 to 7. I'm calling to her.
Here's the thing, right?
Can't not get it in. We get you like it's been 5 days and y'all won't stop. She here at the crack of dawn. She got a little money, so we done been to 3 countries in 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Like she just will not Look. She done paid off my fucking mortgage for me. Like I ain't even gotta work. But all I can do is do what she's doing because she just made my life that comfortable. All they could do is wonder why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Right, but wait, how long will it take you to get to that point after really come to the realization that as you look at your kids, nigga, how long of that 7 days will you be in a stupor of well fuck? And then you realize, well shit, all I gotta do is punch some numbers, I can get whatever I want. Like how much of that 7 days will be wasted on knowing the fate of the world is gonna end, bro? Like you can't just jump into being happy after that. Who does that?
I think it's a soft feeling. I don't even know if it could make you be happy.
It's a good point.
That's a crazy question. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Nick?
First of all, I'll start out like this. Every day we live our life like that anyway, because nobody knows when the time is going to come between you and God, right? So first of all, I ask, have you already filled out your application with God for eternal life?
So you become an evangelist?
You can't do that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No, you can't, because that's an indication.
You already.
Like telling you, like, look, I just want to live this life.
Good call.
You know what I'm saying?
They say I can't do that.
You can't even do that.
No, okay, so the thing is, right? I'm saying live your life. I like the question because it's the double entendre, right? Because we face with that every day. You know what I'm saying? That we could walk out here and get killed by a seagull. My world has ended,
yeah,
right?
But you don't know that. It's different.
No, I know. Nobody knows. That's my... Now, I would actually know, but I'm saying, God talks to us every day. It could be ended. So we can't prepare for nothing when his coming is coming. You know what I'm saying? Because the universal law is the trumpets will sound at whatever it sounded. If you have a close relationship with God already, you already comfortable being in his arms. This your salvation. Everybody else, if they don't have an application with them, haven't been praising to him, then so be it. Your fate is out of my hands. It's an individual journey, not the whole world journey.
That ain't answer shit though.
It's done. It's done. We can't get nothing else right, Greg.
There we go.
It's done.
Sleep on that one. Y'all come back to it. It's like
what I would
come back to it next week.
What I would do before Nick closed the show down is I got 7 days. I would, like Frank said, I probably take the first day or two trying to digest, like, what the fuck? Like, what do I do, right? Like, because my initial reaction would be what Shell is saying. I would want to tell somebody, but knowing that I couldn't, right? I just would end up going to see all my people. I got 7 days, and I could do whatever the fuck I want to do. And I just would show up in New Orleans, fucking New Grove, Atlanta, fucking wherever the fuck else at, and just spend, time with my folks on some regular shit. I wouldn't even want to burden anybody else. I'm saying this after thinking about it, right? Like, my initial response would be you want to tell somebody. And then knowing what it's doing to me, I would say, why would I want somebody else to be going through this shit too, right? So You know, it's kind of like it's like knowing a relative is going to pass, right? Like you know that this is going to happen, right? So what do? You know, you don't spend a whole bunch of time fucking shouting about it. You go spend time with the person. You feel what I'm saying? You try to get the best out of whatever, however many days, months, weeks, whatever the fuck that you got with that person. Well, imagine that the person is all of us, right? Like, not only do I know I'm going to pass, so I'm spending time with my folks, you know, but I know that we all going to be gone, right?
Right.
I'm saying, do you have your application with God? I want to see y'all eternal everything.
Yeah, you can't say that.
And I would,
you can't say that though, Nick.
No, but I'm saying in my head. I'm talking about this is in my head, but I can't tell nobody. But it's how I think.
That's just like right now, you know, like if you know anything about a little bit about the Bible, then you know the book of Revelation kind of tells you what to look for. A lot of that stuff is kind of happening. So if people don't already kind of have it in their mind now, things are happening at a rate to where you hear the analogy more. Hey y'all, the end of the days is coming. We might not know the time, but I think anybody that's conscious of just what's happening in the world today could kind of visualize we are living out some of this stuff that's been said that's gonna happen.
Yeah, but anybody that's trying to tell you know, the masses of people that, right? You know, they got kind of get looked at as crazy, you know, they with that fire and brimstone shit on the pulpit, or motherfuckers is preaching from the corner with a fucking bullhorn and fucking microphone and a fucking amp type shit.
Anybody who know a little bit about something, you should know that, hey, how I need to look at it is that, hey, it look like, you know, stuff might be happening sooner than later in life, you know.
And then I'll say this, right? That controversial, I don't give a damn, right? I believe personally that most people who profess any particular religion, right? Most of the people who profess that religion profess it because it sounds better than not professing
right.
But actually living the shit, studying, knowing, you know, really believing, like even if you take Christianity, right? Like we all, you know, grew up under that faith, right? The Bible is the Bible. The Bible ain't changed in none of our lives, right? There's very few of us that's read the Bible all the way through, and even fewer than that who haven't read the Bible all the way through, who actually follow the Bible all the way through, live, you know, according to Scripture. Even the people who profess to live by Scripture, it's their interpretation of the Scripture. You feel what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Right.
So look,
you know,
that's like
I think that people
days.
that you'll always. This is I think why people say you don't argue at a party. You don't argue politics or religion, is because people be dug in to what they believe the way they believe it. Right. Yeah. And shit, the conversation will go on ad nauseum and shit, right? Like you get two people who are diametrically opposed about the same subject, right? They'll talk to each other for days and days and days, never hearing each other, right? So in that scenario, where is the consensus? What is right? You feel what I'm saying? You know, kind of how Shell was saying, you know, if you know anything about, you know, the Bible, you will be able to see this, that, and the third. But how many people actually know what to look for? And those who know what to look for, how many of them actually believe it when they see it? Like, I think we're still waiting for people to walk on water and divide big ass fucking oceans and shit like that, right? Anytime that somebody starts talking about they seen a miracle, what do? Rubber room they ass. Rubber room they fucking ass. What you mean?
Tell them all.
Let a nigga show up right now. Let a nigga show up. Let a
Right.
black man show up with shoulder length hair with slides on, talking some slick shit
Hey,
like
hey,
Black
Jesus.
Jesus, my nigga. Black
His ass
Jesus.
will be in the fucking crazy house some motherfucking
Or,
way.
or, or,
Cartel
or that
Pro.
nigga Sling Johnson. Shout out. Black Jesus.
Right.
But look, I like how you told that part of the story because that's the time I was missing, coming out here to visit somebody and end up missing for 30 days. But I went through all that transition shit, and Mac heard, he's like, you could have told somebody where your mom at. You know what I'm saying? But my mama didn't even know. But would you call me old yeller? I done seen some things. He said, this nigga, you went to do some old yeller shit and left up out of your, you know, cold blued. But like I said, I love the question that you posed. Just be ourselves, right?
All right. Well, we had 2 hours and 15 minutes of the Piranha Pond
Ooh,
Live.
what? We lasted that long?
Hopefully, we got some good clips in here for you guys. I want to thank everybody for joining us, Facebook and YouTube Live. Love you, Ma. Thanks for joining us, everybody in the comment section. If you joined us on the Facebook side of the game, join us on YouTube and give us a sub over there. If you joined us on either platform, catch us on a replay, leave a comment, show up in real time. We always like that. Y'all know what it is. Catch Frankly Non-Flyer, and his daughter Tojo on More to Discuss podcast Wednesdays at 8 o'clock. Catch the replay on the YouTube channel as well. And look here and there for King's Corner and Piranha Pond News. Y'all know what we're doing. Trying to keep you guys up to date on what's going on. Generally, the real news and our opinions of it. Take it how you get it. It's always real and raw. Other than that, oh, I know. If you joined us on any platform, join us over on Twitch. Give us a sub over there and join us on the Clubhouse as well. We got a room over there, the Piranha Pond. Start up a little conversation, give you opportunity to talk your ish. Other than that, you guys know what it is, what it has been, what it always will be. We are the Piranha Pond StreamCast live at 5/7 Central. And now we are